the older generation. I seen it was a situation I just seen just a minute ago. They had this older woman making fun of her own blood son because he mispronounced a woman's name. Now that was funny to her. It was very funny to her. You know, you can tell we are in a different frequency now. We're in a whole different world because I bet if it was Esau, if it was the so-called Caucasian white man, would have done that, they'd have been quick. She would have been quick to probably cried and probably said, we gonna help you get this right, or say this word right, or whatever. Or we gonna help you with this. Like, is that a like you think about it? We're not in our natural state no more. We ain't. Because nobody gives a damn about somebody, about another person. Like, for example, let me give you an example about me. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show y'all what I do and I'm gonna explain myself. See books like this. Y'all remember I told y'all that I had a reading problem years ago, right? And I said this a couple of days ago. I said, I told my brother, because I know they went through the same thing I did. I said, from now on, when I'm speaking on a topic, or when I'm talking on a topic, especially helping you to understand who your enemy are, think about it. I said, I'm gonna turn it around. Instead of me sitting up, and I'm just making an example out of it, I'm not making fun of my brother who is in need of some knowledge and liking of some knowledge. And then I sit there and laugh at my brother. What kind of fucking minister would I be? Or what kind of person would I be is to sit up and laugh at a child or somebody that I'm supposed to love when I'm sitting up here preaching speaking on history, and I want my people to know who they are. And I sit up and just laugh at a person or something like that. You see what I'm saying? What kind of, how would that look, bro? That would make everything that I do be a fucking lie. You see what I'm saying? Instead of me just saying, well, look, that's what that lady should have did. That's what she should have did. We living in a generation, bro, to where, but if it was Esau, they'll worship their enemy. My job is not to get on my YouTube channel and make fun of somebody because that's stupid. Why would you make fun of somebody who is less fortunate in the resources of education? And see, that's the problem. You can tell we are damaged as a people. Slavery, the slave master done really damaged you as an elderly woman. I'm sorry. You can tell you part of the slave trade because you have really been damaged. You really have. It's to sit up there. That's like really, you know what that is? Like what you just did to your son. That's like you done sat up there and made a mockery of your own son. But what at the end of the day, what did it profit you? What did it profit you? What did it profit you? I know you're not gonna like this. What did it profit you is to do your child like that. Just imagine being made fun of for being a darker person or a lighter person. You see what I'm saying? Just imagine being made fun of. It's the same thing. It's just a different slight. So if anybody tell me that they had a problem with somebody with colorism and the color, the competing thing, and light, dark skin thing, all that type of stuff, I may not be able to relate in that area, but I can show in the hell relate to slavery in other areas. You, if I'm gonna get on here, I never said. I told my brother a couple of days ago, bro. I said when I'm reading this book, I'm gonna make sure I turn it around to the camera to where you can see it, to where it'll help him. And I meant what I said. I'm not gonna sit up there and play my brother like that. That older lady, man, you really looking bad right now. You really is. You looking bad. You look really looking awfully terrible right now. Now, you may not think it was that big of a deal, but what if it was you in that situation? What if it was you? What if you was helpless and you fell down and your same child took and laughed at you because you had a stroke, you fell, you couldn't even get up, and you needed somebody to help you get up off the floor. And they just stood there and laughed at you as you'll look at it like, Lord have mercy, my child is sitting up here laughing at me. And I done fell down and had a stroke and this and that and the third. And I done did this. And I'm just making an example out of what you're doing. You wouldn't want nobody to do you that. Or it's just like if you have a lot of bags and you can't get nobody to help you with those bags. Just imagine how disrespectful that is. You would think that person was the worst. You wouldn't want that person to do that, is what I'm saying. But we're living in a generation to where this generation today in 2023 is fucked up. It is. But Esau, they give highly cold. Now, look, man. My family can tell you, when it comes to other people, it seems like I react to other people faster than I would myself, and I would, because I'm telling you, I'm sorry, you really looking really bad right now. You see what I'm saying? But at the same token, you wouldn't have did that to your enemy. You wouldn't have you wouldn't have even nearby even came across of doing that to your enemy. You'd have been afraid probably that your enemy was going to put you under subjection and restrain you. We don't, we it's like slavery, the slave master done really done beat our people to a pulp. They done beat them so much to a pulp until it's like they way of thinking, they way of talking. You don't get nothing. Now, the conversation is weird. When you sit around, why? Why is their conversation weird? Because slavery done a lot to our people. Slavery, it really put a damage on our people. Now, you know what? I don't. I can say maybe I might be taking it a little bit. I don't want to feel like I'm going overboard or nothing like that with this conversation or whatever or something like that. But I mean, everybody take things differently. Maybe it might be because of a single parent household. I can say that. But it's like we don't have the older generation no more. Like where is the older generation at? You know, we don't have them no more. Our generation is compromising with Esau supremacy. Yeah, our generation is compromising. Our generation is totally feeding our people to the wolves. They don't care. It's just messed up, man. You know what I'm saying? On so many levels. Instead of them having compassion and say, we're going to work on that. You see what I'm saying? But they'll waste hours. Today, we got our older generation of programmed and conditioned is to be gossipers all the damn time. They just gossip about another person, you know? And it's just crazy, man, how it's sad how people, no matter how good you are, people going to view you as a stupid person. No matter what you do, they're going to view you as stupid. And that was a godly guy, too. I'm like, man, to your own son, trying to make your own son look bad. That's it's really looking bad on you right now. Out of all of that, what you did, what kind of knowledge can you give that person? What kind of knowledge you done gave? When you go and lay your head down on your pillow when the day ends, what is you expecting to gain from that? Because your mind is in a milk state right now. Talking to that elderly person, they 70 in body, but in mind, they 27. Adult physical body, 70-year-old body, but as far as thinking wise, the way the older generation think, they in a state of an 18-year-old, 26, they're in the state of a 20-year-old mind. 70-year-old body, but in mind, the way they think is babies. They're in a baby state. Some people think because you older in age, it makes you mature, it makes you stable in the physical mind. No. You can be 70, you can be old, physically in body, and in the mind, you can be a child. You can be as childish as hell. Why you think the Apostle Paul says, when I thought as a child, I understood as a child. I thought as a child, I understood as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. He's not talking about all just physical being a child. He's talking about knowledge and understanding, because you have people who are 50, 60, and I think I was talking about this a couple of days ago. I said, just because you are 15, 16 years old doesn't mean that you're going to give me some bad advice. Doesn't mean that I'm going to look at you and say, you can't tell me nothing. Just because I look at you as 70 and 80 years old doesn't mean I'm going to look at you automatically and say you're giving good advice to the community. Because you got some older ones, if you sit up and you just go to talking to them, you'll be like, what the fuck? I got to get away from around this motherfucker. This motherfucker, 70 some years old, but in their way of thinking, it's like you're around a bunch of damn 20-year-olds. It's just crazy out here, man. We don't have no more leaders out here. We don't have it goes back to what Mike Epps was saying in a comedy that he did years ago in his episode. He said, we don't have the old people no more. The older people, shit, they are conditioned by slavery is to make fun of their own people, really. They just sit up there and they'll laugh. They'll look at stuff now and laugh, sit back and talk bad about it. It's crazy out here, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's crazy out here, man. We don't have no. It used to be a time, man, where um the older people would hold up the community back in the day. They really did. If they saw your child doing something wrong, they chastised that child. And when they told the parents, when they got home, they got another ass whooping. They didn't play that back in the day. Try this shit now. Try it now, and see the results you get. They don't give a damn if their child's wrong. They come and wipe your kill. Damn near kill you. Yeah, we don't have we. If you like, we're living in a generation. Also, if you done said something wrong or whatever, they not gonna try to help you and correct you out of love. You see what I'm saying? They just gonna just sit up there and downplay you, make you feel like you worthless, that you ain't shit. Stuff like that. That's what they gonna do. It's sad out here, man. We living in some critical times. You see what I'm saying? But they not gonna go not one a mile or go a notch further and make fun of the enemy that put these diseases in our community. They not gonna do that. Like one guy said, they'll just quote John 3:16 all damn day. But guess what? And I like what he said. I kind of watched that video and I said, man, that made sense. He said, but guess what? Everybody trying to love every damn body and trying to save every damn body. But guess what? The enemy ain't doing to you. When it come to you, I bet they ain't gonna say they love you. Yeah, Esau will tell you God loves everybody all damn day. Just like that brother was saying on his channel. I forgot the name of his channel, but I'm gonna shout it out. But I like what he said. Everybody trying to spend time trying to help Esau, love them, but they ain't. But when something go down with you or our people, are they going out of our way to get us out these hoods, out these conditions that we in? Living in here in the ghetto in the slum? Are they going out their way for that? For us? Are they using John 3:16 to say God loves everybody? Let's get us everybody out this neighborhood and put them in a good neighborhood where we live? You got to ask yourself these questions. But they want to use John 3:16 to brainwash you and make your ass look stupid. But we don't. When it comes to the enemy, we are docile. When it comes to us, we are pit bulls. We are pit bulls behind a damn fence, ready to devour and attack. Because we got the mindset of our enemy on us. We got that spirit on us. You know? We got the spirit of the enemy on us. We don't have that. We're not in our natural state. You see what I'm saying? Why you think the enemy, Esau, tries to do everything they can when they get ready to capture a lion and put him in a zoo? They don't just walk up on that lion like that, because they know that lion, if Esau stepped to that lion, they know that lion will rip their ass apart. And that's how he described the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are like lions. Because they know that when you first get into the jail system or in the prison system, they know what to do in order to beat your natural self out of your mind. And that shit came from slavery. When you sit up and make fun of your own child and it's funny to you and it doesn't grieve you no kind of way or whatever, do you know that's a slave syndrome? That's a Stockholm syndrome showing how slavery done fucked you up. As a older person, you 70 years old and not realize you damn it, that slavery got you. Slavery got you real good. Because that is how Esau, that's what he embedded in us. He didn't. That's how they got it set up for the older people to say, well, we're gonna allow the parents is not to be concerned, but we're gonna do something to get them out their natural state. So this parents will not be concerned about her child no more. Because our whole aim is to destroy all of the knowledge in the books. Let's see. Let me see if I can find something similar to that in this book I was reading today. No Edomite civilization. I don't know if this is it. Let's see here. As Esau, let's turn it around. Let's do this here. No Edomite civilization. As Esau and Jacob grew, their different natural endowments began to be displayed in their dissimilar and apps. Let's see here. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me hold on, wait a minute. Let me do something right quick. Hold on. Whoops. Let me do something right quick. Hold on a second. Let me do this right quick. Look like there might be aptitude. Hold on, wait a minute. I want to make sure. APTITUDES. What is that? It'll tell me in the Google. It'll probably get in the video.
According to Indeed, aptitude is the natural ability
Damn.
to learn or perform in a
I said that. Aptitude. Let's go back to it now. Aptitude and pursuits, their way of life was to be a consequences of their unborn characteristics. The Bible describes Esau as being a cunning hunter, a man of the field. That's all they do is get in their so-called police cars and go around and look and harass us. Genesis 25:27. This reveals the Nomadite characteristics of Esau as opposing to the more demonstrated. Oh, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. That's a long word. Hold on, let me do this right quick. Okay, DOMESTICATED. Okay, hold on. Hold on, let's do this in right quick. Demonstrated. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me do something right quick. My bad, y'all. That's DOMESTICATED. What is that?
According to vocabulary.com, when you tame an animal and train it to be a pet or work on a farm, that's domestication.
Domesticating and home settled nature of Jacob, who would be in dwelling in tents or in houses in communication. Okay. The Bible described Esau as being a cunning hunter, a man of the field. Genesis chapter 25, verse 27. This reveals the nomadites, nomadites characteristics of Esau as opposing to be more demonstrating and home settling nature of Jacob, who would be dwelling in tents. That means staying at home or in houses and communities. All right, that's just like me. I'm sitting in my community right now. Oops, hold on. Hold on a minute. Let me see. Like me, if I'm not like The only time I'm going out there is like when I'm going to the store or something like that. But other than that, I come back home, sit on the, well, today in this modern day, we got the computer, we got that. I sit at home and chill. I don't want to be wanting to go in no field hunting and trying to hunt for no damn animals and kill animals and all that. I don't have a desire to do that. That's not me. I just be wanting to cook, sit down and chill, throw a barbecue, throw a party in the hood, stuff like that. That's what I like doing. I like doing that. And I said I wanted to. I was just telling my people that that's what this video turned into another video. Actually, so that's all right. I just go ahead. The Bible described Esau as being a cunning hunter, a man of the field. This reveals the nomadites of characteristics of Esau as opposing to more demonstrate. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's see. Let's do one more time. Cause that's a long word, bro.
According to vocabulary.com,
Hold on.
when you tame an animal and train it to be a pet or work on a farm, that's domestication.
Domestication. Okay. Yeah. Domestication and home settler nature of Jacob, who would be dwelling in tents or in houses and communities. Genesis chapter 25 and 27. The reason I keep going over it is because I want to make sure, I want to make sure I put it out here right. And that way, you know what I'm saying? If I don't know what something is, or a word is or something, or if I feel like I'm having problems with it or something, then the wisest thing to do is that I'll just look up the words and stuff like that. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back to this a little bit later and everything, and I'm just gonna go through and look into the words and stuff like that, and just look through them and stuff. But like I said, man, we don't have the older people no more. See, like it's just like with me. I'm more concerned about telling our people. That's why when I'm not on camera, I'm reading. I'm trying to learn stuff that they didn't teach us in the Christian church. They didn't teach us in the schools. None of that type of stuff. They didn't teach this stuff to us in school. They didn't introduce that to us. So that's what I'm doing. When I'm off camera, that's what I'm doing. When I turn this camera off, that's all I'm doing. Because I'm trying hard to teach my people. Just like I said, I didn't sit there and beat myself up. I said, let me just go and look this word up right quick. So that's the wisest thing that you should do. And even like this woman making fun of her child like that, I find I mean, she gonna say she wasn't. She just gonna say it was funny to her or whatever or something like that. But I think the wisest thing is to just say, well, you know what? I want to go teach my people. If they saying something, that would be the most wisest thing that you could have did. Now, just imagine how your child feel. Is he gonna feel like he got a mother that actually leads and see somebody going? That's like seeing me going off, and you don't have no love for me, and you just make fun of me and just watch me just go into a death trap, and you make fun of it. That's really literally what it is. It's crazy how this generation is. This generation do not care about each other at all, and this is the curse of the enemy that's on us. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not sitting. I didn't sit back and make no excuse and say, well, let me sit in this situation that I grew up to where I couldn't read or write and this and that and the third, and I'm gonna turn around. I'm growing. I'm seeking to overcome that. You know what I mean? So that I can teach my people properly. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's like saying, why would you make fun of somebody who is trying to learn? You gonna look bad, not your son. So it's just crazy, Maybe I think it's the environment that they came up in. Maybe they had a hard life, and maybe they father, they didn't get the love from their father. They got neglected from their family. So what they doing, they just passing it on to their generation, and they lashing out because they didn't have that void filled in their life, and they just feel that their parents put them out there like that, and so they just decide they'll pass and keep repeating the cycle. And if you don't try to do that to change it, you're just gonna continue to keep repeating the cycle. You know, it's just not right. So, yeah, man, I'll be back a little. I'm gonna get up off of here and I'm gonna do some more reading and stuff like that. I'm gonna stay doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing when I'm not on camera. Sorry, I'll see y'all later.